that birdie. Now to the 16th hole, and Frank, what makes this so special is the walk underneath the grandstands. It's the gladiator coming into the Coliseum.
That's a perfect description, Rich, and that's why this hole is unlike any other hole on the PGA Tour. The atmosphere that the players feel on that tee, they cannot prepare for, they can't experience anywhere else. This is a once-in-a-lifetime par 3.
And when you look at it from up high with the blue...
Oh!
I think that baby went in.
Oh!
17th hole.
Let's go!
Is really set up for maximum excitement.
Well, there's two things that you really think of. How do I play this hole, and how is it going to affect the rest of my round?
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational.
All right, let's
Take
go.
you down to hole number 11. Been a steady performance so far early in this first round, but at some point, Frank, they need to take steady to spectacular.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, Rich, and really sooner rather than later.
I'm
that's for
okay,
sure,
man. I'm
but,
nothing crazy.
Yeah, steady
in real
becomes
life.
boring if it stays on for too long.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble. Should be safely on deck.
That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie.
Even par currently.
Wow, I
How does
thought he
that
made
happen?
that.
I push it to the right.
Man,
It shouldn't curve
just
that much.
pushed it.
that hurts. So they'll tap in. Frank, that's
Looks
a
like I'm in a
par.
racing car, does
Onward
it?
we go. Frank, 574-yard par 5 scoring opportunity here.
The breeze behind, once again, a reachable par 5. The hardest thing about this hole really is the green. It's raised up a little bit, slopes off on either side.
Frank, that was a good drive. Frank, the tournament scoring record was set by Buddy Allen. That was way back in 1973. A whopping 23 under. That's like a video game score.
Yeah, they made sure that would never happen again. They lengthened the golf course. They firmed up the greens. They sped them up. They did everything to make sure that nobody, including you, ever shoots 23 under here again.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Players still fighting the strong winds out there today. On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Getting set now over the putt. Record that as a birdie to bring the score to 1 under
I went
for
to
the
score that.
tournament. Par 4
that's
13,
all right, Brady.
Frank, you've played it on a number of occasions.
Proper,
How
how
do
you
you
doing?
attack this hole?
Really one of the shortest on the golf course, but this is a fool's paradise here. There's a lot of things that can go wrong.
In the fairway here at the 13th. Par 4 13, Frank, how do you hit this approach shot?
Rich, it's the first par 4 at Bay Hill where the water is actually on the right of the green, and that has to be taken into consideration. Just a little errant shot, and then you're going to be wet. So a little left of the flag, that's where you want to be.
Playing this par 4, still
Really?
not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done.
That's out of bounds, and
That
it'll cost
sucks.
him a shot. Can add up quickly, Frank. This already his 4th shot.
Yeah, time to knuckle down. Really wants to hit one of his better shots right now.
Wasn't paying attention.
Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
It shouldn't curve that much. There's no
It
way
happens
it should
sometimes,
not
Frank.
curve
They
that
don't all
much.
drop.
No, but
Like
you try
the
telling
amount of
him right now.
compensation I put onto that,
Trying
and
to
it
put
still
this
fucking
hole
curves like
behind
that.
him.
It's
Quick
frustrating.
Double bogey putt. Just a shade over par. +1. Frank, as we come to the 14th of par 3, what's ahead for the players?
Once again, another tough par 3 coming up. Narrow at the front. It gets a little wider the further you go up this green.
Good looking shot right here. That's how you play the game. Right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Hey, Chris.
Nice putt, and now back to level par. Now at the 15th, big dog leg right here. What's the best way to go, Frank?
Really down the left side. It's very tempting to try and hit it across that bunker, but not only do you have to carry the bunker,
Thank you very
you've
much,
also got to
Prophet.
carry those little shrubs down the right side.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Now the approach shot, par 4, 15th hole. Frank, break it down.
The green narrows up the further back you go, so the most generous place to land the ball is in the front half of this green. It's also the flattest section of the green.
I don't remember that, sorry, mate. That happens in almost every single lobby these days.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If you can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence.
Well, Frank, it's our job to get
Why'd
excited.
that fall first? So
You can't-
full
you can't
swing,
when
it
you
says
leave it
full
short,
swing
though.
down the
I'm
bottom
sad.
left.
He's making my job hard.
It's
Just a
completely
couple of
straight, but it doesn't get anywhere near it.
That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lorder alongside Frank Navalo. So long for now. Always attracting a great field, and through the years it has been the scene of just some championship play from one guy in particular.
Tiger Woods has won there an incredible 8 times.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
I've got to be 1 under to make the cut. How am I being any more less rude than anyone ever would be, mate? See you later, Prophet.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely
I don't have
licking his
views.
chops
I'm
here.
fucking
Good
playing
chance
golf,
to
man.
make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in
School
play.
holidays
The
literally
only
just
thing you're
finished.
really looking at right now is
I
just
know
the
why I
flag.
don't have views, man.
Good swing, good shot yet again. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Shouldn't be a problem here. Well, at last, a birdie.
Yeah, no kidding, needed that, didn't I?
Frank, what's the play here off the tee? Is it driver, or do you play it safe with an iron?
A lot of the times that's predicated by the wind, Rich. If you've got a trailing breeze, driver is very much in play. Otherwise, just poke a little iron down the right side.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Oh, I thought he had that. He'd settle for par here.
How much schoolwork did you get, Lloyd?
And getting ready for the putt.
Probably, man. I'm always tired. I don't think people realize how tired I am. But that's why I'm playing golf, man.
That is a solid par putt. Frank, this is a big, brawny par 5, and it can be menacing just looking at it from the tee with all of that water.
It's also tempting, reachable for the longer hitters, unless your name's John Daly, who took a whopping 18. So better than that, you're better than John Daly.
I don't see what's wrong with 18. If you break it down, that's 3 pars and an eagle. That's pretty good.
It is, but you're still playing the same hole. Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Oh, yeah, I know. I just playing some golf, man. Choose your G.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Ooh, wow. That had a lot of roll on it.
Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Good scoring opportunity. Third shot here at the par 5.
I don't know. Haven't even filmed it yet.
Well, hello there. That's an eagle.
Oh, I got an
Might be
eagle.
languishing in the middle of the pack, but at least celebrate that.
Breathing a sigh of relief. You've made it through the par 5 without getting wet. Now you're at this par 3 7th, Frank.
You've got to guarantee a carry at least 7 or 8 yards onto the green, because that's where that bunker is on that right. It cuts in 7 yards.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
I did it again!
In the hole. You do not see that every day. That, folks, is a hole-in-one. Wow.
That's my second
Frank,
one
how about the
tonight.
8th par 4, one of the more intriguing setups?
Ideally, you want to just work your tee shot away from that bunker. But this is one fairway you must hit, because it's one of the toughest second shots on the golf course.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Here's the second shot from 180.
Thank you very much, Brody. It's good to see someone notice the hole-in-one.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Good job right there. Now making a move and setting himself up for, who knows, a good weekend run, maybe at another title. The former college standout has been excellent today.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's fine.
This tournament has such a rich history. When you look at the list of multiple tournament winners here at Bay Hill, names like Ernie Els, Tom Kite, Lauren Roberts pop up. They've all won it twice. And then there's one guy who obviously stands above everyone.
Yeah, Tiger Woods winning here 8 times. Obviously, the golf course is perfect for him, but it's the stature of the event. The Arnold Palmer Invitation has gone on for so long. It's one of the events that you look forward to. You know what the golf course is like, but also you know what's required to play well there.
Birdie putt coming up. A par on this hole yesterday.
Making the charge.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. There you have it, Frank. The second round is complete. What are your thoughts?
I think anybody looking at this leaderboard, anybody in the top 10 of that leaderboard is certainly in a good position to win. Quality of the golf there in that first 10 is excellent.
The house that Arnold Palmer built. Rich Thunder alongside
Thanks,
Frank Nobilo for Golf Channel and EA Sports.
And Bay Hill, of course, the Arnold Palmer Invitational has been really the staple in the Florida swing on the PGA Tour.
I hit another one. Dude, I just hit another hole-in-one.
Frank, not overly long.
I've hit
but
2
still
now.
a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5. His second shot. He makes a great
I need to get
pass
record
the
the
golf
second
ball.
one.
It's
Put it on
powerful,
Twitter.
but it's rhythmic at the same time.
Yes, this is Rory McIlroy's PGA Tour 16 or 15. I'm not too sure which one it is.
Frank, tricky little third shot here at the par 5 fourth.
especially if you don't have a full number, because there's just that little mound in the middle of the green. If you get on the wrong side of that, instantly you can be 30, 40 feet away. So check where the flag is. Is it front? Is it back? And then try and land it in that section. Rich, it's been a very good workmanlike performance. Yet another birdie.
Into the top 15 on the leaderboard. Now to the 5th hole. And off the tee, Frank, how do these fairway bunkers sort of factor into your mindset as you prepare to tee off?
Well, if you watch the pros play on the Arnold Palmer Invitational, you see two different strategies here. Just an iron off the tee, give yourself a full shot in, or, well, if you're a longer hitter, take it over that bunker on the left. That's an absolute beauty.
Yeah, man. It's a great
Frank,
game.
Really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Hang on.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side.
No. Why are you rolling backwards?
No
I pushed
problems
it forward.
there. Really good approach shot. And now, good looking birdie. Trying to make yet another birdie.
Hang on, Adam. Ooh, I didn't expect that.
Good try. Just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Solid par right there.
Yeah, doing a good job. Nothing wrong with being in the top 10
You
right
got a bet,
now.
are you?
I don't know if they
Second
can
night?
win from there.
Good night, everybody, because I
Frank, the par 5-6. This is the signature hole
I have
here
no
at
idea what
Bay
you just
Hill.
said.
You've
No.
got to really pick a line here, Rich. There's a big pine tree down there. On that line, 260 yards gets it to the fairway.
How important, Frank, is the line off of this tee? Because if you hit it well, but you hit it a little too far left, you're probably going to be wet.
You've got to know exactly how far you carry that driver. Otherwise, you've got no idea which line to take.
Excellent drive, Frank, right where you want to be. Second from an excellent lie. Quite dialed in all the way on that shot, but still on the putting surface. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good.
Well, that may have gotten the leader's attention. Into the top 10 with an eagle.
They had to have heard that.
Let's
roar.
go.
Well, after that beast of a par 5 with all the water, take a sigh of relief, and you come to the par 3-7.
It still takes a good tee shot here, though, Rich. Narrow entry, greens 30 yards deep. You still really got to focus on hitting a good shot here. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Sometimes you get breaks, and he got one right there.
Yeah, I guess the bunker was a little smaller than I thought it was. It looked doomed for that. Given the situation, Rich.
Let's
so
go.
tight at the top.
Let's go.
Very good birdie.
That was huge right there. Still with a great chance to come away with this title. Frank, as you step to the tee here at the 8th, what are you seeing?
Another hole that suits the long hitter, Rich. That bunker just over 300 yards. The further you get down there, the shorter club you have in over the water.
This is the second shot at the par 4.
I did. One of them did. Charlie didn't.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long.
Let's go.
Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. final hole now of the front side. It's a 474-yard par 4. And Frank, you've played it before.
I don't even
what
know
works
what Tom
best here?
Clancy's would.
Well, ideally, a nice little draw off the tee.
Is.
But the hole's quite weird because the tee shot shapes to the left, and yet the green goes the other way.
Oh, sorry, Chris, I didn't see your message. Happy birthday, mate.
Right in the fairway, and Frank, a really good lie.
No, it's just sitting up beautifully. You can get it any part of the golf ball, and it's going to make the second shot so much easier now.
Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Great opportunity for another one. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. That wraps
crazy,
up the
Brody.
third round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow
Scottish.
might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.
Damn, he passed it back.
To play the King's Golf Course in Arnold Palmer. That is a pleasure. Hosted the Arnold Palmer Invitational for so many years now and always produces a worthy champion.
Arnold Palmer bought it in the 1970s through the years, Frank. It wasn't unusual to see Arnold roaming the
fair enough,
grounds,
Aiden.
hitting golf balls, playing in that regular game. They call it the shootout.
My
It's
dad's
still
very
pretty
good, Thank you
competitive.
very much.
No,
Ross.
he
Have a
is,
good
that's
day.
for sure. Yeah, he'll sneak out there, do a little bit of practice beforehand. He does not like to hand over his $20 note.
It's a tough golf course, Frank, with a really exciting finishing stretch.
There's enough water there to tempt the faintest of hearts, that's for sure, and also steal a dozen or so golf balls.
And it's been the scene of some really incredible moments. I think back to Robert Gomez as a rookie holing out with a 7-iron on the final hole to beat Greg Norman.
Yeah, Matt Every won in 2014. Of course, Tiger Woods has literally owned this golf course, winning 8 times. And, of course, the last of which was in 2013.
And with that birdie, moves into second place.
Let's go.
Frank, as we come to the 14th of par 3, what's ahead for the players?
Once again, another tough par 3 coming up. Narrow at the front. It gets a little wider the further you go up this green. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That was a solid strike and a good result. Par yesterday, now for birdie.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, birdie, Frank, and another shot closer.
Sniffing in the right direction.
Frank, the 15th, kind of a fun golf hole if you can curve your ball. I mean, that's a huge dogleg to the right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's much easier if you're a right-hander if you cut it down here. If you don't cut it, then make sure you don't run out down that left side.
Good contact, good
Yeah, I'm
result.
pretty sure I got that far enough.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Frank, what are you looking to do with this approach shot here at 15?
Anytime the flag's on the front, Rich, it's basically green light special. When the flag starts to get pushed towards that back area of that green, it starts to get narrower and narrower and narrower. And that's where you've got to be a little careful.
That is another laser right at the flagstick. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Come on! Let's go.
Everybody loves them. Birdie on the card. The Bay Hill Club and Lodge features a really exciting finishing stretch. 16 is a reachable par 5. You'll see eagles and birdies there coming home. 17, a very difficult par 3 over the water. The bunker is there. Takes an excellent shot. And then 18 is all you want. You know that with the water in front. That second shot, which comes
My
over
finger
the lake.
slipped straight off
And
my
that's a
toggle.
hold your breath moment. It is a great finishing 3-hole stretch at Bay Hill.
Please stop. Thank you.
Well, given the choice, most players would rather play from the green grass versus the white sand.
Yeah, there was no advantage to try and take that much more out of that fairway bunker. Couldn't reach the green. That's a smart play.
Oh, so close.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
Let's go. Thanks, guys. He plays. I think I'm happy with how I'm playing, though, but thanks, man.
Got ourselves a battle right now, Rich.
Frank, this is a great hole through the years to watch when the pressure is ratcheted up deep into a round. That is all you want at more than 220 yards.
Plays slightly shorter because it's downhill. The bunker's on the left in play. Even the bunker short right, and of course the water. If you just miss it a bit, that's in play. And the green shapes away from you. This has to be the most difficult par 3 on the golf course.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
It's at sneaky distance.
It's okay. Just give me a par. I can't bogey.
Well, there's
this.
an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect.
Oh, that's so close. I had my heart in my mouth then. Had my heart in my mouth.
That's a par, but unfortunately, Frank, not good enough to hold the lead.
Well, all the other movement on the golf course, Rich. Pars aren't good enough right now. Other people are making birdie.
2008, Frank, Tiger made that 25-foot putt right here at the 18th. Final round to beat Bart Bryant by a shot. Then again, for a second straight year, he birdied this hole to defeat Sean O'Hara.
He's had a similar putt there at least 3 or 4 times, actually, to win the event. And he's been one of the few players to read it correctly.
Now playing the second here at the par 4. And this is looking really good.
Stop. I didn't think I was going to roll. I really didn't think I was going to roll using a wedge.
Feet away and a chance for birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
I have to hit this.
Oh, hello there. Really nice putt.
Get a win?
Frank, that was just a dazzling display of golf today.
It's amazing how a game at times it can be so hard and just absolutely drive you crazy can appear to be so simple. This was just an absolute joy to watch today.
So that'll do it for Frank Nobilo and our entire team. I'm Rich Lerner. Until next time.
Look at that. The funny thing is that I shot 67, he shot 68. I've got a bigger handicap than he does. Or whatever the fuck it is. But I got marked down further more than him. But, oh, damn it.